Number one, I think offense we're going to be good. Joey Gallo seems to be turning a corner, but
definitely.
I'm maybe speaking too early because when people start seeing what you have, they're going to start changing it up on them. They're going to start pitching outside, and they're going to start making it difficult for them. But what's your thoughts on the Rangers so far?
I don't know. After they got swept, I was a little bit nervous. But, to see how they bounced back the last two series, I know they lost a tough one last night. But to only give up 2 runs on the road, that's pretty good. Chances are you're going to win, 80 to 90% of the games that you do that in. I just think they need to figure out the closing situation. That's unacceptable to have they're +8 in run differential, and they lead the division in that category. But the wins just don't show for it because of Sam Dyson. I don't really know what I want with him. I don't know if he's capable of going back to an 8th inning type guy. I don't know, a setup man or something. But there is no way he can continue to be the closer. It's a shame, but it's time to move on. At this point, you have to figure out answers. You can't afford to lose any more 3-run leads this early in the season. It's just shaping up. Odds are how you do in the first month or 2 of the season. That's going to be, it's just in baseball. That's how it works. It's just it defines what type of season it's going to be. Yeah, there's been late season runs even by the Rangers, but you just generally don't want to be in that position. So I don't think it's too early to make the switch. I don't think it's too early to do whatever they want. If they want to get rid of him, and it'd be disappointing because he had such a great when he was playing for Team USA, he was playing so great. So it's just a surprise that he's been struggling so massively.
Yeah. And today's show is titled The Great Number 42, and that's because it's Jackie Robinson Day. So all the teams going to be honoring Jackie Robinson. So I wanted to throw that in as we're talking baseball. But with the Rangers at 4-6, they're starting Andrew Cashner today. To me, today means a whole lot because if Cashner gives up like 10 runs in the first inning, where do you even go from here? Because you're depending on this guy, and you're depending on Tyson Ross whenever he comes back. So hopefully he has remotely a good game, gets a win. Like I said, they're 4-6, so they're trending in the right direction. Yeah. But pitching is going to be very, very key. That's what torched us in the playoffs. So we cannot limp into the playoffs with pitching. We cannot go this whole season without having quality pitching. But Andrew Cashner, today's game means a lot.
Oh yeah, I agree. It does, and he's been talking pretty confident. He's been waiting to get into the lineup. I know they skipped his last start and whatnot, but it would be really cool if he could pitch at least a good 6 solid innings. Anything below 3 runs, 3 or below, that would be great for decent start, especially for someone who's coming off an injury. But the main focus, I would think, would just be get through 6 innings. That would be great, because especially with this bullpen, we don't even know who we can trust anymore. Bush got sent home, and so you really guys have to step up. But I do like Leclerc, man. I really like him. I think he might potentially be the closer.
Yeah, I like him a lot. I think he got a loss actually last game, but I think with the issues with Bush, I think they're going to be probably taking it slow with him. So I give Leclerc a chance. You have nothing to lose right now, and we're not going to be winning games when we're blowing saves. So we're going to have to rotate. I would say when Bush comes back, throw him in the mix too. Let all 3 of them close a couple of nights a week. Figure it out. And
I was on the Jeffress bandwagon to let him be closer, but I think I just have a bad taste in my mouth because when he came in the Angels game to replace Dyson, he gave up the winning run or whatnot. But I don't know. He has closing. He's been a closer, a 30-save year closer in Milwaukee. Not the best of teams. I would still give him a chance. Fresh slate. But if he, I like the idea that you're presenting. Rotate it up and see who kind of gives you the best stuff. I think that's how you have to do it, and I think there's nothing wrong with that. As long as God help us, we can win games when we have a 3 or a 2-run lead. Sometimes you're going to lose a 1-run lead. You can live with that. It's just not these 3-run games, man. 5-2, giving up 3 runs. Like, what? That's just unacceptable, especially for a contender.
Yeah, you can't do that. And then starting off the season with a losing record, I know people say it's early, don't worry about it. But I'm worried. Yeah. I'm worried because it doesn't matter if it's in the beginning of the season, after the All-Star break, or at the end. If you get on a losing streak, it's hard to break losing streaks.
Oh yeah, dude, you're completely right. We should be in first place right now. I mean, no doubt. Three blown saves already. You put that in, we're 7-3. I mean, just it's tough, but it's so early. So I really do. I like the team. Beltre's not even in the lineup, so I mean, I feel really good. I do.
Yeah, and I think also you also have to look at last year. Last year, kind of a similar situation happened, and Tollefson basically just got thrown in the trash and he disappeared. But who knows? That may be Dyson this year. That may be Dyson going away, and that may mean us trying to figure it out. And I'm perfectly fine with that. Like I said, I trust Benny. I trust the pitching coach. I trust the offense. Most importantly, I think they're going to win a lot of games for us this year.
Yeah, and I hate referring back to his Team USA outing, but it really is just so surprising. You would think after dominating, man, getting all the love from everyone in baseball, you would think that confidence, especially with the season right around the corner. I mean, I thought this guy, I might have been in over my head seeing what I saw last year, seeing what I saw for Team USA. I thought this guy was going to have about 40, 45 saves. I'm stunned. I'm stunned that 10 games in the season, I'm calling for his head. I don't know what happened, but it is what it is, man.
Yeah. It is what it is. So we're in a series right now with Seattle. Like I said, we got Cashner starting today. A huge moment for Cashner, no doubt. All right, let's switch over to NBA real quick. Give you guys an update on the score. We got Cavs 66-59 over the Pacers right now at halftime. In about an hour, we got Raptors versus Bucks. But I had to ask you this. This is the biggest discussion going on in sports right now. Who is your NBA MVP and why?
Gotta go, Russ. I think the game that he broke the triple-double record, that just shows you why. I mean, scoring 50, 3 at the buzzer on the road from the parking lot. The guy is incredible. He's a monster. I've never seen anything like. I think he might be the most athletic human to ever play a sport of any kind, man. It is crazy how this guy is a walking triple-double. I mean, all the talk about his teammates letting him pad the stats or whatnot, that Bleacher Report and all these just nonsense news. They show these videos of, his teammates letting him get the rebound. No, that's just starting the offense, getting the ball in your point guard's hand when there's nobody else around. I mean, I think it's preposterous that people are really saying that he's a stat pattern. No, I think he has to do that for the Thunder to have any chance. I do see them losing in 7 to Houston, though. I think he's going to be worn out. I don't think they have enough to beat Houston. And I like what Harden has done this season.
Yeah, I do too. And at the end of the day, if he was padding stats, who cares?
Exactly.
It's the Thunder. Who cares? I don't care. So what? They're not making it anywhere. So who cares if they're padding stats?
Exactly.
If your team comes in and says, Russ, we want you to get the MVP. We're going to pass you the ball. We're going to feed it to you. We're going to step out of the way. Then who cares? I mean, it doesn't matter. If it was like LeBron or something and you could clearly see he was overpowering, he was doing all this stuff, then to me, that would make that would be more of an issue because LeBron has so many good players around him that there's no need for him to do that. And for everybody out there saying LeBron should win the MVP, in the words of Mr. Controversy, stop it. No.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody get off of this LeBron. Well, he's still the best player on the planet. He is the most, I don't even know how to word it. You can't put it in words, but he is the best player on the planet. But it has to go by year. And in this block, this year, Russell Westbrook is the best player. hands down. So
Yep.
to me, it's no conversation. I almost want them to do the award like tonight, so we can stop talking about this.
Yeah,
but
and
we gotta wait.
There would have been only one way I would have given it to anyone else, and I would have given it to Harden if they would have got the number 1 seed, because that would have just been such a what Houston has done, man. I mean, I don't like the city of Houston. I don't like the Rockets. I don't like the Texans. I don't like Houston. I'm Dallas. But what they've done is just incredible. I think D'Antoni should get Coach of the Year as well. I can't believe it. I didn't think they were going to be a playoff team at the beginning of this season. But, hats off to them. So, yeah, the only way I would have even contemplated giving it to Harden was if they would have got the 1 seed, just because that would have just been unheard of, going from, last to, first. But, no, 44 triple-doubles. I mean, come on. It's not a discussion.
Yeah, it's over. Now, like I've been saying pretty much all shows, that you have to factor in with the first round of the playoffs. And if you're a writer, you can say you're not going to think about it, but you are. And whoever balls out in that first round, I think half of the writers are probably going to be like, yeah, we're going to give it to this person because we just watched them win a series. If OKC somehow wins this series, to me, it's a no-brainer.
Oh yeah,
but
I think even if Houston wins it, they just have a better all-around team.
Yeah,
so
that's going to happen. Most people are saying that they're going to win anyway. So to me, that's not a surprise. It would be more of a surprise if OKC won.
Yeah, no, I'm taking Houston in 7 because I just think Russ is that good. I think he's going to give it all he has. But I just think ultimately they're not going to have enough, man. That's just too good of an offense.
Yeah, definitely. All right, man. So before I let you go, I know you're a Minnesota Wild fan. I'm not really that deep into hockey, but I know you're a fan, and I think I want to get your thoughts on the Minnesota Wild and how they're playing, and do you see them making it to the second round?
Well, we lost another game last night, 2-1. Game 1, we outshot. So we're the number 2 seed in the West. Outshot the Blues 52-26. Lost 2-1 in overtime. 52 shots on goal in an NHL game.
It's crazy.
And the goalie, Jake Allen on St. Louis, he's just phenomenal. Lost another heartbreaker last night, 2-1. But I'm not going to give up because I've seen it so many times where the home team loses both games. The Rangers have done it so many times where they lose 2 home games when they had a home field and went on the road and won both. So I'm not going to give up because I do think that they are one of the best teams in the league. But, I mean, going down 2-0 is just depleting, losing at home. I mean, to an underdog. I mean, it's pretty embarrassing. So, I mean, I'm hoping that we can turn it around and God help us score more than 1 goal in each game, 2 goals in 2 games at home. Just ridiculous. The fans pay to see what we saw in the beginning of the season. And we were struggling coming into the playoffs, got it turned around just a bit. But, I mean, come on, going down 0-2, just ridiculous.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, as always great having you on the show. Appreciate you for always coming on. And definitely, I'm going to a bi-weekly schedule. So the next show will be on the 29th. We're going to be talking Cowboys draft. That's going to be smack dab in the middle of the draft. So I'll be definitely talking to you because I want to get a kind of a group of guys on so we can talk Cowboys draft, because that's going to be the talk of the town, draft time. So
sure, man. Hopefully the Rangers have it turned around by then too.
Hopefully. All right, man. Take care.
All right, man. You take care. Have a blessed weekend.
You too.
Happy Easter.
Thank you. You too. All right. My man Tyler Esparza-Powell. Always great getting him on. Biggest Romo fan ever. Is not afraid to share his opinions. Always good having him on the show. Want to welcome Top Sports into the chat line. Jay Fish says the votes are already in. I don't think so. I heard on talk radio that they were basically saying that the votes aren't in yet. They were saying they wish the votes were in now, but I don't think the votes are in.